What is going on, YouTube? This is the Last Musketeer, and welcome to a clear of EX-8 challenge mode. So, obviously this one is not an easy stage to do, and I know for a lot of people it's probably really rough, but if you have a pretty strong squad, it's not too bad. But one thing I did learn is that Lee is an absolute unit for this map. When he is useful in a situation, he is very, very top of the line. So big shout outs to everyone in the Discord that was watching as I was streaming, trying to figure this out and helping me figure out some strats for this. Much love to you all as always. But as we're getting into the map, I'm going to use Myrtle here just to get some DP generation going. I'm dropping my favorite girl, Swire, out right in front of Myrtle to help block, because while she's DP generating, obviously they're going to slip by, so I have to make sure that she's not the one blocking this. Now, I throw Gabby Alter in front because she's going to be one that's holding my line the whole time. I have discovered that as I was doing this, it's so much easier to just let the left side be cleared out with a group rather than having them all on the right side and just dealing with everything all at once. So mainly it's going to be Gabby Alter with the S3 for holding, and Susro, because Susro is a fantastic 4-star option for some very strong burst healing. So between Gabby Alter and Susro, they will hold that left side down even when the Bloodblades start spawning. So I will get rid of Myrtle and Swire from that side a little bit later. And what I'm going to do is on the right side, I have Thorns in front of the blue gate. I have Cardigan, a 3-star with enough health to tank shots from the Blood Knight there as an option, and plus she has her own heal in case things go bad. But with Tolopsis, E1 level 60 and an E2 Perfumer with module, they have enough healing between them that she survives everything. Now what I'm going to do now is drop Mudrock as soon as the boss gets in range of Thorns. If I do it slightly early, he will not be able to build a stacks and I will not be able to complete this. It is very imperative that I time it just perfectly with that so that I get the boss directly in between them. I'll explain why that helps a lot more a little bit later, because it's kind of strange, though it's not necessary, but I will talk about it. But I get rid of Swire and Myrtle to drop an E2 Amiya caster, and then I drop Lee as well right below Amiya, so that whenever he's using this, he is slowing them. Now this is a max level Lee. It is an E2 level 90 with max module. And obviously, it's not the easiest thing to get that, but you don't necessarily have to have them max level. I did this on my first practice attempt when using Lee with a level 61, which I don't know if the module was maxed on that one either or not. But that just goes to show you can use a little bit lower level one. You can also use the Chin Altar where Amiya is facing down. She's fantastic for taking out the blades, so you wouldn't really have to worry about anything. But to explain the reason why I tried to get as perfect as a position as I could for Blood Knight is because when he's alternating between who's attacking, when he's using an ability on one, the other one becomes like unusable. They're basically stunned for a duration. He's going to stay in the exact same spot, and what it ended up doing was the other blade guy, the little enemy that ran up, every time Mudrock would stand up, he would change into a different position. So when she stood up the last time, when Cardigan actually went down, it actually shifted him in front of Blood Knight to where Thorns would be attacking him first. There was a couple of runs where Blood Knight was a little bit further than he was, and it ended up making it to where the other guy didn't go down for a while and Mudrock would go down from that. So a bit strange to say the least, and maybe I'm overthinking it, but it always seemed to be a lot different when I ran it like that. But you don't have to focus on it that much. Obviously, if you have better tanking options than Mudrock, that is the way to go. I just used her because I don't have a lot of options and I needed to borrow Lee for this clear. So what I do have to worry about now is making sure between Perfumer, healing Lee, that he does not go down. As you can see, he's pushing them back constantly. He is getting hit by one of them, but he only has to block one, so he doesn't have to worry about the rest of them going on top of him. And I had to make sure that Susro keeps Gabby Alter alive so she can use her S3 when these big guys start spawning. Otherwise, she will go down and Thorns will get overrun and it'll be a big problem. But I have the pure damage from Amiya's S3 going on the boss, so he's going to take a lot there. Thorns is also doing damage because he has no one else he has to worry about hitting, and so the boss is going to go down relatively quickly in the second phase. Now, when he switches to that second phase, the first hit is going to be a massive one. So Cardigan did go down. Sometimes he will attack Mudrock first. I don't know if it's random or what on that situation, because I'll try to use her ability, and sometimes when she comes back up, she'll be the first one targeted. But I do have Korra, and I do also have Beagle in case I need it. And what I do is I drop Beagle facing up so that Thorns does not get backstabbed from the big guy's special attack. If he did, he would more than likely go down from that or a consecutive 2 hits of that at the same time, which would ruin the run. So it was very imperative that I did that. And of course, I have Swire ready to block one of the hard-hitting guys that is coming up here so that Thorns doesn't have to worry about it so much. I need him to be as healthy as possible. Of course, Swire is being backstabbed because I do have her facing the wrong way, and I no longer actually have anyone readily available to stop Thorns from getting backstabbed here, which was very, very bad. I should have dropped Myrtle facing up. Make sure you don't put yourself in that situation, but as you can see, I throw Cardigan down facing up so that he no longer has to worry about that. And then I can just throw Myrtle down, also facing up in case Cardigan goes down, and she's going to do a little bit of blocking, while also making sure that if Cardigan does go down, Thorns will not be backstabbed. So I'm going to go ahead and remove Cardigan now so that Thorns can get in range of doing his attack, then face Korra facing up once again, because Myrtle will go down to these guys in basically one shot, I believe. And then I can just have Thorns clear the rest of the way, and once these are gone, I will then leak the blades because they do not cost any lives. So now I can just take out all my operators and let it end. And that is the run, and Lee is obviously the MVP, so if you have somebody on your friends list, or you have your own, go ahead and try him out, see what he can possibly do for you. And if you have better blockers, obviously do something other than Mudrock for that, because she is not the greatest option. If you can actually time the 10-second S3 downtime, then maybe you can do it to get a little extra damage there. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do, but trying true damage, obviously, with Cal is a fantastic option for that. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.